For Cello as well with the Kevlar, as there won't be anything too quick off the bat here. Just hunting for a bit of information, and so is Yuri jumping across the bedroom there. Spots a couple, not giving too much away there. Looks like the main focus will be towards Banana eventually, as Bolts leads the charge in that direction.
Cool seeing Yuri just like willing to challenge. Like the information jumps, he's going back to the window when it's broken. He's ready to just take a fight. Standing on Boiler, they've got a stack in middle ready to go for Furia. But as you mentioned, it does look like they could be potentially in the wrong place. Although, as I said, Imperial starts marching up the mid-ramp. Very little utility to pull this off.
Yeah, do you really use that one flash off Fallen, or do you go dry? Off these jiggles from Safe, he's going to surely get the information first. Cello versus Safe. Fire off a couple of warning shots. Yuri yet to reveal himself.
I mean, that presence might actually show them that there's a mid-stack.
Yeah, they're coming. They are. Cello, oh, he was getting the fight he desperately wanted, but unable to provide lethality. Drop will back away. 50 seconds as they continue to poke and prod.
Still with the smoke and the flashbang, courtesy of Fallen. He'll also have the bomb on his back as well as they start to posture around the top of middle. The cue to go will come in very soon indeed, and there it is. Drop with the first kill, looking for the double. He'll certainly find it. Has to go for the reload as we exchange frags here. Still a 3 versus 2, not for long. Safe holds strong towards the arch side.
Yeah, really clean out of Safe, and he's called mid-clear immediately. That does surely get Art rotating back. 20 seconds, he has the cross. There's nothing to obscure it. It is on this shot from Art.
Yeah, it's all here. Ooh, missed opportunity. Wants to come back for more. That's the bomb on Vinny that needs to cross, and it will get into the site safely. And now Art's just got a posture. Ooh, does he go for it? Does he try and stop this? Oh, maybe ill-advised, but Safe was going to be quick on the flank if there was an extended duel.
Yeah. Has the kit. They're both together, though. This would have to be quite the multi-kill, and already makes short work of the first, expecting the second. He's coming for the clear. He gets the info and takes the head. Safe with 3. A miraculous clutch to close.
Yeah, safe as houses, you might say there, because that was without armor as well. Doesn't take any damage in 2 versus 1. Has a defuse kit. Cool as a cucumber, and it will be 1-0 for Fury. It all started here, though, towards top of middle. Excellent shots throughout. And even with that 2 versus 1, double position towards the Ruins area, you'd think they'd come out on top, but they don't even land a shot.
I like the play from Safe, too. Not just the clutch, but when everything quiets down in middle at brackets, right? He, like, pushes forward immediately and grabs the information. Lets Art stick around and gives him a chance to find a kill. And then all of a sudden, he's got the fast flank down middle opened up to where he can be involved in the action and be involved in the clutch immediately instead of giving time for Imperial to rotate elsewhere.
Wow. The force buy does come through by virtue of the plant. We'll boost one player up and towards the atrium. That's going to be Safe. Yuri to patrol the apartments. We've got 3 Galils and AK-47, so lots of firepower available here for Imperial. Anyone's round as they start to probe towards the B bomb site. They've actually got no presence from the CTs whatsoever, so they can hold on to the utility. Dropping one Molotov towards the sandbags, confirming that's clear. And this is great real estate to take. Looking very comfortable so far. 3 players at the top. They have apartments control as well, so 2 key objectives already completed.
Yeah, at this point, the reaggress is coming. Flash inbound. And they're forward of the half wall. They're in trouble. Unless Vinny gets the frag, now the flash meaningless, and the smoke's already surrounding CT. They can go for this. Keserato Speedway, he's rotating as fast as he can, but it's just drop. Needs supportive flashes. Needs them now. Keserato's drive, and that fight is 2. Oh, drop! Nearly gets the double. It's Cello that catches the investigation boiler, but leaves us in a dire circumstance for Keserato alone. And in the unknown, he has no idea how many people have committed, and Bolt's just hiding new box.
Yeah, and I think Israel is going to have to make a play here. He's going to have to at least try to, which is difficult. The defense is split. Yuri's all over at the other bomb site, at the A bomb site, and they have no idea what's happening on the map.
This round is not all said and done. With the timer being so low, 1 frag can be the difference maker here. And Keserato, one of the strongest players on Furia, ready and waiting with this FAMAS. He is now going to be alone as all 4 of them triangulate around his position. Final commitment. But bear in mind, if he takes down Fallen at the right time, this could be it.
Oh dear. Nade was good, but he has been overlooked. Keserato only the 1. An opportunity goes awry, and surely the round now back in Imperial's favor. There was a threat, sure, but it's been relieved. As have Furia of their lives.
Yeah, Henry had that dead on, though. The only way that round is winning is if there's a bomb drop situation and things just get a little bit spicy, a little bit sticky. But Imperial survive it. That's a great rebuttal. That's a great response immediately in round 2.
Maybe given a bit too much freedom at the start there. The world was their oyster. They had full banana control, apartments as well, CTs hunting for 0 information, and the only play they really made was a retake at the top of banana with the MP9. As Alex mentioned, the late flash nullified. This was the opening frag, and as soon as this goes down, there's nothing you can really do. They smoked off CD spawn early. Drop had to get multiple frags. He gets 1.5 at the round, pretty much done at that kill there when Cello gets dropped. A chance, but a very limited one there for K-Serato.
And that like little retake setup that they had there at the B bomb site for Art was like, you're expecting a utility to spend to get the T's around the half wall, around the corner. That's the trigger to chuck out your own flashbang and go for that kind of a peek. When Vinny actually slides out wider than Art expects, he has the advantage, right? And he's coming around that corner. He's going to hunt that all day long.
So we did save the Galil. That's in the hands of Yuri. It is a force buy in response. Not out of the woods just yet, Imperial, I'm afraid. Scout for safe and pistols otherwise. As we'll see the sniper try and open things up. Takes a flash right to the face there. We'll re-challenge towards the underpass, but that's going to be about all you can do. Fire off a wild shot and relinquish control of Banana once again. Good grenades. Art avoids them. A flashbang to come over would be fantastic. But that might do as well. Just locking them out with the smoke at the top of Banana here.
Looks like we might get a little bit of a grimy battle in Banana if Imperial come back into it, because FURIA want to fight for the control.
Yeah, they've got the pop flash ready from the coffins as well, so when that smoke goes down, hoping Imperial will be at the top. Waiting patiently, still plenty of time here. Molotov towards the quad side. Bear in mind, it's safe with just a scout. No damage inflicted at all. There's the flash over towards B. Boldzo in a prime position, confirms they haven't forced the issue, and the CTs will have to fall back. With a lack of information, they didn't spot anything. They rotate 2 players off, but unfortunately, Imperial are starting to coordinate themselves back towards B, so it's a nightmare for FURIA at this stage.
It's like Fallen's reading them like a book. He's done enough at A to force the rotate, and just as they arrive, just as they get themselves burrowed back into A, the whole squad is starting to maneuver over to B, Jason. This seems that it's too good to be a coincidence.
Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. It's really well done working across the map. Apply some pressure at the B bomb site, take brackets control, force them back deep into the bomb site, use some utility to deny information. All of a sudden, yeah, got a very weak defense over at B. It's a perfect recipe. And here come Imperial with a full execute. And I don't even know... Ooh, that's not quite nice from Art, but no kill. And if they don't get anything, I think this is just a save call. 3 players haven't budged whatsoever. It's time. It might be time to just bail out.
You're hunting for one of those fortunate headshots through the smoke. That's at the very top end, and unfortunately it goes against them. Yeah, it will be dropped again. Taken out of the round early, and that's going to be Imperial will take the lead now, 2-1. They'll save the little they have. Ooh. That's a nice shot from Safe, but won't be able to upgrade to the rifle, of course. Jota just confirming that Banana is clear, and the round is indeed over. Still looking pretty strong for the next round. They'll have a second bite of the cherry, but this is where Imperial can begin to stretch their legs, Alex, not spread them, as some would say.
Yeah, some have been saying.
That did happen the other day, Jason.
Who said that?
I did. It was about midnight, and I said, well, they're getting in a good position to spread their legs at this point. And I didn't even realize Alex had to call me out of the round after. Not my best work.
No, they're known as Freudian
not my
slips.
Yeah, exactly.
If anyone can pull it off, Henry, it's you.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully we can step it up today and keep running a tight ship here.
Certainly.
It's cool to see that, though, from Imperial, just the jockeying between the bomb sites, especially with the new coach coming in and Fallen, as we know, just a kind of student of the game, a teacher of the game even. But that very much is how the game is being played right now. It's different in the past, very much based off utility timings of how you can pull people in different directions, how you can deny information, and that like 15 to 18 seconds that a smoke will give you to move around the map and find a new point of attack.
Run boost across top of middle, Safe. Trying to find an opening here. It's desperate, but Cello, he'll take the easy pickings. Early 5-on-4 once again. Now, bear in mind, this wasn't the force by saving the previous pistols and Kevlar. They do have a defuse kit, but that's about it. It would take an absolute miracle to pull this one off. We'll see what they can make of it.
Unfortunately for Yuri, he hasn't been able to get that Galil involved in anything.
No, certainly not.
He's had a very quiet game in the sense that he hasn't seen anyone or had anything to do so much. Of course, as the pit side player, so far, Imperial been knocking on that B door more often than not. Not trying to play around that smoke, but the smoke will fade. And now that is Imperial's sign to go a little further afield, up towards top Banana. They have acquired all of the control they need if they wanted to execute in. It does look like FURIA are going to be gambling. You can see K-Serato and Yuri knives out, trying to navigate themselves over towards B. The question is with 44, do you commit or do you send in a feeler? Looks like Boltz is going to be going for the commit. The whole squad behind him. Fallen still hesitant with the bomb and hiding at the back. This could be a very well-timed boost. Fallen, no! They're all going to collapse. Brought down to 10 HP and from behind, oh my god, finishing his meal eventually is Art. Molotov comes in, frag 2, only K-Serato, but he has a good shot here. They're going to run out of health as K-Serato takes them both down. Cello, the body bodyguard beheaded. And the last falls into place. That is nuts. We go toe for toe, tit for tat. It's 2-2.
Well, we had to say something unfortunate would have to come through to stand a chance in that round, but what a boost that was. Perfectly timed. As soon as he gets up, multiple players on his screen with the Galil in hand as well. This is the moment. It all starts to fall down there, and they had no idea there was a 5-7 at the back. K Serato comes in with a 2 versus 1 and delivers on all fronts. FURIA back in the driving seat here, safe with the AWP, and it's going to be...
No presence over at the A bomb site for Imperial that allows FURIA to make that stack. They had the bait and switch and Dark. They had him way back, and obviously the other players, K Serato coming in at the perfect moment. So Imperial not able to fool him a second time in a row, but another buy coming in to provide a rebuttal immediately. Round 5.
A huge round here. Vinny down to just a Desert Eagle, Fallen on the AWP.
Both teams just have no money. No money at all. Drop has a decent amount, 2,700 for FURIA, but that's about it. Everyone else is bought very low. So this is huge for who's going to take early control and early momentum based off economics. That's an awkward nade. Glad we caught it, though.
Yeah, we saw it at least. Vinny will ensure nothing more can be seen from long side. The smoke is down. Jota's still parked up in a rather forward position. It does stink of a potential A-Wrap. Out the balcony, Vinny and Fallen, though, they're going to be the linchpin to a commit. Oh, unless Yuri just feeds it to him.
Yeah, he's going to, but looks of things.
Oh, Fallen does provide the opener. T-side AWPing on Inferno and flying with it.
Can he keep it up, though? The man advantage, 30 seconds remaining. K Serato trying to take matters into his own hands. A missed shot from Safe. Has given up the position of the M4 as well. We're rising to the occasion. Is bolts this time, I'm afraid. Double headshot with the AK-47. Drop the last line of defense. Waiting patiently on the side, trying to deny the plan. If he gets a couple of frags here, this one could still be on. There it is. Back to the 2-on-2. 15 seconds, bomb down.
That's massive, and Art's come through. He provides support. Jota down, all onto bolts. Hiding on the site. Too many bodies, and overwhelmed. What a defense from Drop. He was alone. He was isolated, and he stood tall for 3 as they close in on the site. Magic.
And these past 2 rounds are just based off the fact that FURIA is able to get that read right before it comes in. That one extra player that's alive in the bomb site. They clear out 3, 2 in middle. They got Yuri on the push. Just never expect that player to be that deep in the bomb site. You might expect him to be over towards Library, but you don't expect him to already be positioned and ready to go. That's a disgusting round from Drop.
Well, we did say that one had a lot of ramifications attached to it, and you can see them reflected right now on your screens. Full eco for Imperial as they go down 3-2 on the T side of their map pick. Early days here, but you're starting to see FURIA come to life as the aggression comes in towards the B side of the map. Double kill for Drop, and Safe. He doesn't want to slow down either. Even though they've got a huge advantage, confirmed they're against pistols, still checking out towards the bottom and middle, but it seems like this MP9 is more than free to roam.
You got to warm that up, you know?
Yeah,
get a couple easy shots, you know? Find yourself some early kills, get some confidence.
Stuck in.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, well, Art has never been a stranger to getting stuck in. And Vinny does well to actually post a frag on the Glock. Weapons juggled, nothing of value lost. FURIA do take that 4th.
Yeah, they actually upgraded the MP9 to AK-47 towards the end there as well. So establishing their resources nice and early on the CT side. After winning the pistol and losing the second round force by FURIA now lead 4-2. Here's the replay of the grenades and double kill coming in from Drop here.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're someone who's kind of pulling for Imperial to cause an upset in this matchup, you really wanted to see more production off that early advantage they gained themselves by winning rounds 2 and 3. The fact that FURIA is able to just take it right back and build up money, this half gets so much more difficult. Good opening provided by Vinny, and he's going to back away and disappear into the smoke.
Well, they've had plenty of opening kills. It's converting the rounds that seems to be the issue. Plenty of time to reset here. Wait for CT reactions to come through, and here's one of them. Art on the front foot towards the top of the banana. Flashbang to come off to push him back, but he avoids it by holding towards the half wall here. Decent flash, converted, but a great trade coming in from Fallen.
Great trade, but 2 more spotted at the base of banana as well.
Okay, Serato's playing in front of the bomb site. This is all in. If he gets nothing here, the round's over. A double kill would save the day. And they might just walk into his crosshair.
Jota's got a flash.
Bolts is coming up on the half wall, and it's an easy first. K Serato delivers a second when most would only find the 1. It puts us into a 2-on-2, and with Cello onto Yuri, Safe's alone and deleted. Cello and Jota convert and pull a 3rd out of the hat, and again, it started strong, but FURIA unable to build upon it. 2 left at the end of that. We'll see it from Vinny. This is how he got that opening.
Yeah, this was nice. You get a little bit of information. K-Serato's happy to stand tall. No smoke to delay, no smoke to drop at the half wall. It's this nice little double kill. Cello, the man who's kind of been left alone to provide that A presence whenever Imperial's challenging towards the B bomb site. This time, it's 2 kills.
Well, this one certainly starts to warm up. It will be the force buy back from FURIA here. Concessions across the board. But we do have a boosted AUG. It might not matter. K-Serato eviscerated by Bolts to kick things off. Another 5-on-4 advantage.
Bolts saw that stack, actually, right before the smoke plumed. He saw the player jumping up on top, and that's why he nades, that's why he spams, and that's why he's got an early kill for Imperial.
Just dug into those opening stats you were alluding to, Henry, by the way. Imperial leading the opening kills 6-2.
No way. There you go.
Not always been translated. This one, I would argue, looking very good. Very, very good. As Fallen will take down Drop as well. Leaves just the 2 of them. The A defenders isolated and unlikely to save as well. A nice benefit to the setup as they walk on in and confirm B is clear. Jota and Cello might get the memo that they can take everything away from Safe and Yuri. Loss bonus is pants. 1900 on top of $50 isn't going to get you too far.
These are really good positions for Cello and Jota to actually, if Imperial decides to hunt, these are good positions to hold. And as well, with one player with Safe boosted up, he can't drop off to save his weapon without them hearing it. So this could actually end up a little awkward, although it looks like Imperial's just going to back away, yeah.
Yeah. Probably for the best. Their finances are not exactly established as of yet. You can see the right-hand side of your screen, all hovering on average about $1,000 here. So, yeah, hold on to your rifles and let the CT save 2 weapons, and then they might be kind of forced into buying into the next round. At that point, you've really got them by the throat.
Well, not just the opening stats overall, but where these opening kills are coming in. I mean, Imperial's been able to knock down any kind of banana presence from FURIA a number of times already in this game. And as we all know, if you're weak on banana in a game, your CT side is no fun to play whatsoever. So if Imperial keep having this up their pocket where they can find a kill here, they can back away, they can even build upon that one frag, this is going to be a tough half for FURIA.
They should be calling a tactical timeout here unless they're more than willing just to take the full eco on the chin. It looks like that's the case, so nothing invested. Art's gone down to $0. I take it back. So he actually bought up with Deagle armor to join the M4 and FAMAS, and now that money's going to be in a very strange position if they don't win this round, of course. But yeah, this is where Imperial can start to run away with this first half.
Typical Art buy, though. He'll just go.
It is.
Yeah. It'll be a Mag 7 next. Watch this. You just watch. Ouch.
The timeout will come in the next round, you'd imagine, right? Like right before the next buy round if FURIA don't win this one.
Well, they're going for this G2 boost. Normally does work out for at least a kill. Commonly overlooked, and Art to bait them in with that Deagle.
People are loving this boost these days.
Real meta.
Especially because you're just preparing your crosshair for the coffin fight.
Yeah.
You're just off by a large margin.
Well, the flash won't make things any easier for Yuri.
Oh, he's so blind. And safe. And now it gets extra potent.
Really does. Sub 1 minute. Banana control obtained. Same story for the apartments as well, but where they want to finish things off. Art has actually rotated back towards top and middle. Decent smoke as well, trying to funnel them in towards that boost if possible. They're not taking it at all.
That's another prime example of someone trying to send you away, right? They've just smoked it. Now they're firing off shots through it. It's like, go back to B.
They got a challenge against the 1M4. Safe boosted up again, much like he was in the previous round.
Oh, yeah, he's got one of the 2 rifles in play. Let's see if he can do anything with it. It's supposed to be Imperial's round, but Safe sprays 3 down, gets away as well. Oh, okay, Safe continues to live on. 2 more to find. Still not a guarantee, but at the hands of Safe it is. A quad kill on the save rifle delivers FURIA a 5th round.
What an underwhelming finish for Imperial. 1 flashbang would have been the difference maker just to avert the crosshair for a second or 2, but they did the run and jump across. Sure, it's a great sequence and Safe, but look at the spacing, the lack of utility. It's a walk in the park for a player of his caliber.
Yeah, you got to say, too, I mean, that's the fact that he gets the first kill so quickly is what allows him to activate for 2 and 3 after the fact. That first kill on a jumping player comes out in like 3 bullets, and he's ready to go immediately.
Yeah, excellent work, and that was a must-win round considering how much they invested. They're right back in the driving seat now, 5-4, as we get back into the action towards Banana. Double AWP setup for FURIA. That's going to be Art and Safe. Look out for that. Trying to force the issue. A bit more aggression can come through as they try and dominate the top of Banana here. Art slows the round down and will fall back as well.
Wow, it's very rare to see her start to an Inferno when no one has taken any damage. No
Yeah,
CT
true.
or T. A pure start to this round. Smoke's on half wall. Things are about to change.
Yeah, I mean, you got to say it's a great call from Imperial to play it passively, and Banana with how much pressure they've put there as well. There was like a double Molotov to open up for FURIA down deep. You can bet there's nades as well raining in after the flames. Here's that first little bit of damage. Vinny eats it, down to 49.
Now, he's even pre-aiming the boost. He knows his boys will like it. Up on the logs, though, is Fallen. And perfect for the re-clear. Fallen collects onto his rival Orpa. Another in play as Safe will rotate through. 40 seconds as they throw that CT smoke. There is no more smokes for Imperial. If they don't commit on this, the last smoke now on Coffins, they have to commit.
Yeah, they heard the reload come through, so they're going to commit off that, but a boost towards the Coffins could save the day. Kaiserado spots a couple. They're taking so much damage through the smoke. 4 versus 3. Well, Safe will pull one back, but the bomb gets planted. This is a very influential round in the grand scheme of things here.
Yuri's still at A.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going for this.
No,
Kaiserado's up close.
Safe wants it too. Can't trade. Might trade. Does. On to Fallen. Both banana side. If he can work this out. Okay, Jota bails them out. He's even coming for this fight, bringing it to Yuri. They'll double peek and should trade it up. Cello delivers. Bit of a risky maneuver in the end of things, but it does line everything back up 5 apiece.
Yeah, excellent spacing. A brave peek to take towards Spawn, but they get the trade, and it's absolutely fine. We tied things up at 5-5, and that's going to be a desperate scenario now for FURIA. Their money is in the bin. Looks like a force buy is coming through. Save with some nice shots there, but they were well established deep within that B-bomb site, and a great shot from Jota just to confirm the round there. And we'll have a look at the overall buy. They've got 5-7s, Art on a USP, a couple of M4s, as they operate on the back foot once again. Round number 11 is underway as they fight for banana control. Looks like a little bit more assertive in the CTs, trying to gain absolute control with the flashbang coming over momentarily.
What are they going to get is the question. This hasn't really worked, this kind of delayed aggression down Banana. Now they know where Vinny's position is. He has no idea about Kaiserado. Close up to the left, there's the swing.
Nice work.
Finally an advantage provided by FURIA in Banana.
Bit of a gap in this smoke as well. Kaiserato happy to stick around and see if there's another freebie available, but they've got the 5-on-4. They haven't managed to pick up the rifle, but they are juggling to suggest they're going to try and capture that AK-47. Kaiserato given the task, USB in hand, and he's done a great job. Gets a smoke as well. That is massive.
Wow, not only the opening on the compromised buy, but also denying the AK and finding an extra smoke.
Look at the utility left for Imperial as well. 2 smokes and a single flashbang.
Yeah, this is huge.
Bolts has dropped his somewhere, so they can pick that up if they know where it is, but man, Imperial do not have a lot of resources to make this work. Now, they have been going relatively contact-heavy in Banana at times, especially to get past that half wall, so they might be able to work up some courage to do it again. But that smoke, man, is going to pull this round timer so low.
Yeah, that's another 15 seconds. Now, do they want to respect it? Apparently not. So they've bought themselves some time here. They're getting towards the top of Banana, but the CTs have read this so well. They've got 4 players ready and waiting, tucked deep inside the B-bomb site.
Imperial's never taken brackets, so Safe is just pushed up in Boiler, and he's like, yep, there's nothing, guys. Stick around at B.
You're in the right place. Drop second guessing it though, as here comes the commitment. Yuri, perfectly placed crosshair. As vision was removed by the smoke, he takes bolts out of the equation. And more from Kaiserato. Bomb now on the floor. Time low. Fallen trying to save, and I'm not sure he's going to be getting away with this one. Save. Okay, will grab himself an AWP for the frag. Takes down Fallen. And these guys just trading blows. We've had, what, a couple of smatterings of 2 or 3 round runs. But right now it's just back and forth.
Excellent work, though. A different stance there from the CTs, throwing the deep banana smokes to try and isolate this one player towards the log. As Kaiserato delivering the goods. Yuri the spam through the smoke as well. I love that mission to pick up the dropped rifle as well. Picking up that extra smoke enabled them just to control the round throughout, as now Imperial, they will have to force buy. Pistols across the board, a very compromised setup here, as Safe will detect presence on the other side, but not forcing the issue. Imperial happy to sit back, exchange grenades for now, but no one taking significant damage.
Fallen looking to set his SMGs in motion. Smokes in.
Might as well
Flash
go for it.
is out, yeah, and Yuri will have to work around the pit smoke, but it's Cello who's just accelerated round behind enemy lines upon the clear. No info. Will he consider it? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. In the blind spot, though, lies that CZ. Spotted now, safe. Doesn't quite connect. Cello still behind enemy lines.
Look at it. Wait, it's pulled back that B defense. Everyone's evacuated the B bomb site.
Oh my god, it was enough. There's no one there. They're already in. They just walk on in to collect. Cello, the distraction are only the one. Finally, Cello will fall. But the bomb site has been occupied. A weapon has fallen into enemy hands, and now Bolt's equipped with the M4.
There's a smoke down. If Imperial find it, they can actually drop it into a choke point.
That would be huge if they can find it. It's right behind them. No one's investigated. Off the smoke from the HE. Vinny playing in towards these ruins. Will Drop be the first to fall? We need an instant trade. It's not Yuri immediately. Does find it, clean it up. 2 versus 3, but very light on time. Very light on time. And with Bolts finding that headshot, okay, all down to the 1v1. Fallen, survival, integral. And it's Yuri, too quick on the draw. 1 extra second, maybe even half a second on Fallen's death, and that could have been a different round.
Really tense one there. Well played to Yuri to pull that one off. It was a lovely little set piece from Imperial, though. The smoke in towards the pit, all the distraction, and then Cello making his way forward toward that arch position. And sure, he doesn't find a ton of kills, but he does delay the rotations, make things very confusing for them. It comes down to the 1 versus 1, but that round did hurt for FURIA, and they're going to be the ones calling a tactical timeout, not feeling too comfortable there.
Why would you? Imperial just took it to you with the Tech 9s.
Yeah, right down to the wire.
That's a well-executed fake, you got to say also. To
Absolutely.
just one player in CT spawn, you could tell Safe just never had the information. He probably had to have called 2 or 3.
Right, and I hazard a guess as well for Yuri, who's suddenly, he's been playing Pit for the entirety of this half.
Yeah.
12, 13 rounds where you've had nothing to say, and then in the first 30 seconds, you're like getting smoked and there's flashes, and you're going, lads, something's happening. It was enough to draw the rotate, and you were right, Jason, you were screaming at the screen. When you saw 3 CTs responding to that 1 CZ, that's a sign of a strategy well made.
That's a wonderful opening. I don't think it provided enough or as much as Imperial would have liked. They still have to drop down to another half buy. They don't have the money to pick up the AK-47s, but it's going to be an intimidating buy.
Yeah, look how fast they're going. Straight in towards B. It's a double spray down for Drop as everyone is getting wrecked here by the flames. So the B rush is shut down. 4 versus 2, Fallen and Jota with not a whole lot to do here as they try and desperately push through the smoke.
Fallen will oblige Katowice for the double up, and 8 is in the bank. I mean, a lot of the analysts were talking about it, suggesting that, one of the things that does haunt Imperial is their best map being the most pedestrian in most people's pool.
Right.
Always picking Inferno and always having a decent game. However, most teams do. Doesn't always get you too far. Look how comfortable Drop was here handling the speed into that top banana, and Katowice doing a double to finish.
Yeah, that'll be the question we have answered in the rest of the series, is how deep can Imperial's map pool go this early with Jota just joining the team in place of Fur, with Zach coming in place of Coach FNX.
Good point.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Fur's out, FNX 2. The final look of Imperial here. It's a pretty decent T-side campaign. One more round would be great, but that previous half buy has cost them greatly with 3 Galils operating here in round number 14.
It's been shaky. It hasn't been pretty for FURIA. I think you've seen the reason why there's a lot of analysts who've lost some confidence in this FURIA lineup and roster, but you got to give them credit for bouncing back and staying in this game. There's a number of times they could have been broken and shattered with the back and forth nature of this on the CT side of Inferno. The fact that they're leading 8-5 right now, they've got to feel really good about it.
This shot from Art. And that molly's not going to get them too far as he's deep smoked it. But yeah, it's perfect. It does spread. He cannot clear the banana. Leads to Fallen walking in close on the half wall. Drop to be set up for success. With the smoke now down, Fallen's just going to have to wait this one out. Oh, okay. Drop.
Sure.
Just books, bolts, complete blind spray into the smoke.
He's got to be so mad. He was the furthest one back.
Yeah, he really did not deserve that, and it only gets worse from there for Fallen. Rounds the corner into the AWP. Katowice with a re-clear Drop, single-handedly holding on to the banana side.
If they can get out of there now, round should be in the bag. Drop will fall back to a more defensive line. Still up for the fight, though, it seems. One and done here will be absolutely fine, taking a little bit of damage, but look how low the timer is. They're going to have to save the little they have. AK and a Galil, no chance to do anything with this.
And Imperial's gotten away with some of those contact moves up banana a number of times in this half. They've done it with like the cover of Fallen's AWP to have players walking around half wall while he's just holding for the peak from the choke point. That's gotten them a couple kills. But I mean, obviously you could tell FURIA at some point had the conversation, and they're prepared for these little investigative walks around the corner.
Well, final round of the half, lads. Not looking great for Imperial. They had a spree of rounds where it seemed like they might have a fighting chance here, but we're back to business as usual. Are looking very comfortable pushing these Banana players back, and we're going to be operating with 2 pistols, MAC-10s, and a single AK as we get to the final round here. It's going to be safe. Run boosted across middle, and you can see confidence starting to brew. Doesn't quite hit the shot, but gets a lot of information. There was at least 2 players towards second middle. Oh, big gap.
Big gap. Well, they respect this one.
Yeah, do you? No, is the answer. A very large and in charge Jello going long off the flash, and it's already fallen into a tighter line. Keserato gets information. Arch is occupied. Drop to help, sprays down Vinny. It's good on to Keserato, but Safe immediate on the trade. And a lot of pressure mounting as Safe posts the double. Limited resources for the remaining 2. It's Fallen and Bolt on the way to the wide open B site. Art, though, Speedway should be there in time.
Man,
he's even got a smoke.
Keserato doesn't get any kills there, but the fact that he flashes and peeks and challenges means Vinny's the only one at the Deagle who actually makes it into Arch. He's the only one who can fight for CT spawn. That takes the rifles away from the attack, a lot of strength out of the attack, which makes it much easier for FURIA to manage.
Here comes a grenade from R, trying to deny the plant. It will go down cleanly, but good damage from the HE. 2 players coming in from Banana. Should be a done deal here for FURIA, but who knows? Crazier things have happened. Fallen will be the first player to be removed, and now Bolts needs to win a 1 versus 3 with the SMG, Alex.
Yeah, we can all strap in for this one because we can all see how it happens. He gets the first cleanly, and then somehow gets the second, and then gets away on 1 HP. Somehow he's going to do it. Alone on the side, going for the full defuse. Bolts needs to call the bluff. Oh! Bolts clutches up miraculously. Some divine intervention brings a 6th into Imperial. We will see you after the break.
On the field and run them up, ayy, run them up, run them up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run them up, ayy. Ain't no breaks, we a 4-5 series. I'm a dog, got that K9 in me. Count the cost, y'all boys worth no pennies. Who else like us? I don't see none any. New drug back in the way. All place that rotate. Y'all seem gon' locate. I ain't catch no win of that. Snap pass and I run it back, and they jump man is a running back. Oh, ain't no holding back, so here I go. Gas like BPA, out my way. Play too smart with a GPA. Keep it brief like a black suitcase, and there ain't no time. Hold up, it's too late. Man, we ball hog no ham, and I know where they fair, but we just do not care. And all y'all staring while we run them up, run them up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run them up, ayy, run them up, run them up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run them up, ayy.
Look, tell a man no trouble. I don't want beef, man. I just want vibes.
Big man like me, no need for the telephone hype. I got too much getting online. One rule, then dead I'm on site. Wrong move, I bet they gon' ride. No need for the telephone hype, nah. No need for the snoozing. Big whip outside, I'm cruising. Big stick inside, no losing. Better watch out for the snake and Judas is. Don't ask them who this is. I bet they know what I'm moving in. I bet I show it into a dim. How you hate and then lose again? How you hating my vibes? Why you wasting my time? Getting hype on my line. Tell a man I don't want feedback, I just want relax. Brand new whip, two-tone, I need that brand new hit. You know, like lean back, brand new bits I live in. We back, man, you never gonna like us. Get them on sight now, let them on like that way. They know we're more righteous. Look at my life, I'm living on right. My God, he's a viral! The best in the game!
Things are certainly heating up in the Brazilian barbecue. FURIA take on Imperial here, and we've split it pretty much down the middle. It's Bolt stealing the round away with a 1 versus 3 of the Mac 10 to close things out. I still haven't recovered from that one, boys. I almost fell off my chair when that final frag came through.
Bro, I love it that Bolts is just like old reliable for Fallen. I feel like he's been in and out of Fallen lineups for his entire career, like the past decade. He's just coming back every time Fallen needs someone that he can count on, and that's a spectacular clutch.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They needed it as well. Like 10-5, probably pretty much a lock-in for FURIA, I would say. But now things get a little bit more interesting, especially with the pistol and 7 guns for Imperial here. Double Julies, the gunslinger Bolts will have armor. Same story for Jota as well. And in terms of the setup for FURIA, double smokes, Molotov and a flash is perfect for a banana execution. You've got a smoke for coffins, CG spawn, Molotov for new boxes. That's where it looks like it's heading, but we've got 3 players ready and waiting, tucked away deep in the B-bomb site.
Defensive smoke on Cello as well. He can use that for a Molotov if he wants, or he can put it between the pillars and allow him a little bit of mobility to move around. So yeah, great utility for a set piece towards the B-bomb site. I don't know if it can break up a stack.
Smoke, perfectly placed, dropped in time, forward of sight, smoke, as Say trying to wrap around the world. Yeah, there's a big intention here. And Jota coming around Speedway might be able to provide some support. Smoked off, the whole bomb's going that way. What is going on here? FURIA, naded, down to 47 on Yuri. They're doubting it now.
I don't know what's happening here. We've still got 3 CTs at the back of B.
Yeah, they haven't even found them. They haven't even seen them. The whole squad is right here. Jota has to stay alive. He is the gatekeeper of the wrap. He has to send them in, and now they're coming. 1 down, another new box. Safe is doing a lot with this clock and hasn't cleared his corners. Fallen with 1. Needs to stop another. Yuri, his next victim, tagged on down, and it should surely be done. 2 on 2, very low. Art brings Jota low too on the burst fire. This is hectic as only Yuri remains, and Jota will close. That makes the whole room erupt. That means a lot to Imperial.
You won't see a pistol round quite like that too often, will you, Henry?
An avant-garde approach for sure. FURIA, like we said, a banana execute certainly on the cards there, but they would try to go for the CT spawn pound, smoking deep in front of the bomb site there, then towards the Molotov coffins and wrapping through towards CT spawn. I've never seen anything like that. The fact that CT's got 3 at the back, ready and waiting to brawl, and we didn't see anything for about 30 seconds.
Problem is, they didn't it didn't really feel like they fully committed to it. They got stopped by the players behind the smoke and CT spawn, and then all their utility subsides, and then you really don't have a whole lot to work with. And that 3rd player, Fallen, just the snake in the grass, absolutely perfect timing, absolutely perfect patience.
Yeah, well, it's going to be down to the full eco, opting for the AKs in the 3rd. FURIA won't have a lot to do here, but a bit of damage there with the Desert Eagle from Safe.
Yeah, I mean, you combine Bolts' close with the clutch for the 1v3 for the 6th. Now the ridiculous pistol that's led to the 7th. Imperial have had a couple of scenarios that certainly gives this Inferno some more legs. They need to pick up and convert their map pick if they want hopes of taking this 3. Don't forget FURIA picking up Mirage and are always a menace on that map. Not to dispute, of course, Imperial's presence and ability to play. They've been playing a lot of Mirage as well. It's one of their, what seems to be 5 maps in their pool.
That could be a fun map as well between these 2 teams. That could be a really spicy one. No utility. FURIA is going to rely on the Deagle, on Safe, to be able to provide something. There's a P250 on Yuri as well, but the Deagle's got to lead the way. You're hoping for a 1 Deag, and oh, he almost spotted it in time to adjust. Yuri's turn. He goes down as well, and now Bolts is activated deep down Banana.
Yep. 1 by 1, they will fall. Just Art remains, and it's a clean sweep. Bit of a bonus round coming up next, and Fallen with the USP as well. Bear that in mind, so he can buy the AWP kind of preparing for this one as well. So it's actually the perfect call. They have some firepower behind this one, but it's still going to be a very difficult round. Full eco from FURIA, enabling to get 5 AK-47s here, and clean as you like from Imperial in round number 2, but this is the real test coming up here.
The nice thing is so many SMGs got so many kills, they got some money built up already. Like they can, even if they lose this round, they have a buy in the next one. Probably won't have the op on Fallen unless he saves it, but they can afford to lose a round here if it happens.
Yeah, aggressive stop utility from the CTs here. That's 2 incendiaries burned. And it does keep the feet planted of FURIA for now. Those bonus SMGs, if they can even build another round out of this is when it starts getting very interesting.
An upgrade to the AKs for free, that'd be nice. That's a good day in the office.
Certainly possible. MP9, pound for pound, probably the best gun in the game.
There he is. Oh, I missed him. I missed him.
Fill out your bingo cards. We'll be here for the next 3 weeks. But for now, it will be Yuri cracking things open. The first incision has been made. It's time towards Jota. 5 on 4. And they've got a bit of a stack set up here towards the quad side. Vinny boosted up, watching towards middle, and Cello patrolling the boiler room. 1 minute on the clock here. Still with a couple of smokes on the FURIA side. Drop will come and transfer his utility over. Need to be very careful of the sound cues. Fallen otherwise patrolling top of Banana, maybe trying to establish full control and leave him there.
Oh, it's scary though, isn't it? It's such a forward position. You really have to hope he hits the first. Like that. Oh, down. On the re-peak, it's going to be a dangerous clear. Keserato and Yuri come in the fangs of FURIA. Not to be tried. Oh, Fallen knocks Yuri's head off, and more to come as Vinny gets a good one on the MP9. A free AK upgrade for his troubles. 20 seconds, lads.
Yeah, where do you go? You have to save.
Long plan? No. Keserato's already still in second mid. Going to surely have to cancel this one. 12 seconds. You can't walk it. You just have to accept this one's 9.
Well, they needed Fallen to step up there, and he delivers on all fronts. That is epic from the CT defense there. A bonus round. As stated, if they win it, they're going to have a ton of cash going forward, and they win by timeout as well, meaning Keserato and Safe get no extra cash, down to $0 respectively there. So what are you doing? This is tactical timeout, almost certainly.
You fill that out with some armor, some deagles, some Tech 9s, a little bit of utility on the other 3 players, and you see what you can get. Art's even going to pick up the Mac 10 to just get maximum aggression. Actually, FURIA is just investing everything. They're going for it.
Okay. We'll see what they can make of it here, but this is the chance for Imperial to take the lead. Who would have thought?
What's the call with this? Yeah, you got those Mac 10 Tech 9s. You'd expect pace, and it's likely going to be thrown towards that B side. Not thinking better of taking the bomb on his crazy adventures. That probably makes sense. And ooh, Incendiary just forces the extinguish. Cello really wants to take a fight. He wants info one way or the other. Bolt's losing a lot of health and his weapon. Nade back's good. Fallen's frag's there, but still, Keserato takes down Cello, puts it all onto Fallen. It's all on this man's shoulders, and he's going wide. He's sticking around. He's a dead man walking. Jumped at. Dead man. That's an open sight. FURIA with limited resources looking to take their 10.
Well, they've got everything they need now. Vinny and Jota remain. It looks like they're going to give in, and it will be the force by victory for FURIA there. Keserato delivering the goods, 2 frags for him. Bomb plant confirms it, and they could go for a hunter, but they just don't have the finances, I would say. Let them keep the 2 rifles and a very successful campaign there towards the banana area of the map. I thought Fallen was going to get 2 or 3. I thought he was going to deliver again, but only manages to find 1.
It felt like he got caught between like 2 decisions, right? Like a falling back and sticking around for the fight, because he fell back enough to lose the angle and lose the information, then came back for more, and they're already past where he wants to look, and that might have been a little over-aggressive. He could have fallen back into the bomb site, potentially used some utility, and just delayed and go for 1 more. But this is wonderful from FURIA. Good trading all the way up Banana. Well done dodging Fallen's danger, dodging his AWP as much as possible. And FURIA just clinging on. Barely.
That's one way to post your first T round.
Crappy thing for Imperial is that's the buffer that they bought themselves, right? By that little bit of a bonus round with the SMGs to upgrade to some of the AK-47s. That's the one gimme they had, and they just used it really early.
Well, not all is lost. They do have a nice full buy. Entering round number 20 here, Fallen. We'll see where he wants to position himself. He's actually going towards top of middle, so a change of pace. He's been towards Banana only so far with the AWP. Deeper smoke down towards middle. Incendiary to slow them down, but doesn't operate with a forward stance here. Big damage with the nade there. Arc down to 46, and Fallen hunting for information as they spam through the smokes here, and they're actually posturing towards the banana side of the map. Flashman to go for that smoke momentarily, and no CTs waiting on the other side. They actually go for a bit of retake utility here.
Forces them forward ahead of it, but then the flash play can come through. Flames forced a smoke out of the FURIA boys.
They're forcing this.
They are. Like, it looks like brute force. Or at least on the jiggle.
Okay, I'm actually glad they called it off. That felt really disorganized, the top of Banana. Felt like really discombobulated due to the counter utility from Imperial. And they at least have the victory of saying, we forced out a smoke. We forced out a Molotov. There's still a minute left in the round. We have time to move around the map. And now they have the utility advantage when you look at Fallen and Vinny's nades.
No mid-presence at all. Imperial...
It's quite an avant-garde balcony setup. One anti-flash, one not, just standing next to each other on the balcony.
Well, it's going to be tested right now. It's an interesting setup for sure. They'll find the opening frag, and that's going to be the commitment coming in from FURIA.
Yeah, Drop's going to have to do a lot with this. Avenue into the site was opened up, but Vinny from the pit side is doing an awful lot. Yet to find Jota. Now he reveals himself. Perfectly timed into the back of Drop, puts Serato and Safe on notice. A 2 versus 5. Made 4 would need Vinny as well. Unable to do so. Got him locked in with the scope. Bomb does need to be planted safe, and so now as he starts that, Fallen can start to crawl on in with his scope. He's got plenty of support. On his way in now. Playing the numbers game. Cello to join them. 3 from that long side. Vinny still in pit waiting to spring the trap. Baits the shot. Fallen's moves. A label 1. And only Safe with the AK. Charging at him. Someone had their knife out.
Yeah, you got to admire it. I think that was actually Bolts himself, wasn't it? Just jumping around the corner. He was ready to go.
Oh, I don't know. I saw him get the kill with the M4. I think it might even been Fallen. That doesn't
Fallen
strike me.
himself?
It can't be Fallen.
No, it can't be.
I've never seen that man take the BM option.
Well, that's going to be a 4-1 lead on the CT side for Imperial. A great campaign so far, their map pick. And as Alex said, it was a strange setup towards the pit side, but it pays dividends and then some. FURIA couldn't find anyone here, and an even knife attempt towards the end. Was it Fallen?
That is Fallen.
Here it is. Here is confirmation.
Right.
Gabriel Toledo, young man.
You can teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, maybe. This is what these young boys are doing to it. And that is an aggressive one from Serato. He burns down to 50, just trying to take a safer angle, but aggression is coming. It's Cello, so blind, a team flash, a missed time, and that's going to cost them. Oh dear! Arts is here, takes down a second onto Bolts. This is falling apart at the seams. Only 1 from Jota. And Imperial, a bit of a frothy cappuccino ordered up.
That should be it. I'd say they were bated breath because there's been some wacky rounds here. But 4-on-2, Fallen and Vinny will confirm the save, and it's FURIA taking the lead once again, posting their second round on this T-side campaign. We will go 4-2 in the half. Fallen and Vinny will be saving, of course. The money is pretty low, and in terms of loss bonus, it won't be established whatsoever. So $1,400 into the next round. Have to save these weapons, and you're pretty much enforced by territory as well. So definitely have to save these 2 weapons. And with the force buy, who knows? They might have a fighting chance. It was Fallen that saved the day before when they didn't have a lot to work with.
Yeah, Bolts will be able to drop a gun over as well. Yeah, this is just really unfortunate timing. Art hadn't fully committed around the way Bolts would have liked. And Cello would have liked. That's a disgusting follow-up shot.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, you said, what, frothy cappuccino? That's a little chaos thrown in there by FURIA. That's a little bit more brute force towards Banana. And that felt like that was what they wanted to do in the previous round that they called off due to the counter Molotovs and counter nades that weren't there this time. This time, they get the freedom to really press the envelope, and a timeout's called by Imperial.
Yeah, perfectly timed as well. I just want to note that Fallen is milking the extra 15 seconds from the timer before he calls attack. Yeah. Then he gets an extra 20.
Not his first rodeo.
Yeah.
Very smart.
So, as mentioned, $1,400 per player coming in. You are going to force buy into this one because you double eco pretty much. And as as Jason mentioned, Bolts could drop an M4 here. So, they'll bide their time, work out what the setup's going to be. This is a very important stage of the game, of course. FURIA looking to extend their lead. And we'll have a look at the buys as they come through. They're actually being very conservative here. I don't think they are going to commit to this.
You don't think so? Ooh. Okay.
P250 confirms it, I think, because Bolts will have no armor.
I guess maybe the confidence of being on the CT side and having it be this close. Yeah. They're just saying, let's not risk putting ourselves into a hole.
Well, if they can find an opening pick, this time Fallen heading towards the banana area, maybe they'll be onto something. Nice run boost as well, but not going to be utilizing it. And here we go, round number 22. Very important one here. Can they seal the deal against the AK and the AWP? One of which is pushing aggressively towards the apps.
Ooh. Very close to an early brawl on the apartments, but it's Yuri drop versus Vinny. He's receded now to a more defensive line.
I think it looks like he's just rotating to, okay, he's going to, yeah, it looks like he's rotating over towards the B bomb site to just stack B and say whatever happens.
Yeah, maybe someone's just screamed at him.
Yeah, called it off. Nothing here. There's no nades in Banana whatsoever. Oh, Furia. This is a nice timing hit. I don't know how Fury's done, or Vinny's done that, and he's going to drop a smoke and bide his time.
Yeah, he could peek over that if he wanted to, or push through. This is tight now. They were committing, and at 60 seconds, you don't have to commit, but they don't know where Vinny is. Aware he was on the site. Hard clear for it's an immediate headshot. That's a big weight off their shoulders.
Yeah, that was the all-important frag. If he gets another one, this retake is certainly on. With the bomb planted now and the fact that money is running thin, they have to say this AWP, so it won't be a round victory here, but certainly was a conversation brewing there with the Vinny AK-47. He found the frag, made it to a 5-on-4. But yeah, no reason to go for this one. Look for exits, try and lock them in the pit if possible. But there it is. FURIA 12, Imperial 10.
And preserve that AWP, that all-important AWP on Fallen. He's looking for an exit kill, looking for anyone to evacuate the bomb site. If he sticks around, he's going to have a chance against Art. Ooh. Yeah, get in there, Joe. Yeah.
Well, he's taking him down with him at least.
Yeah, he has done that. See you later, Yuri. Takes hands off the keyboard. 12-10 in the favor of Furia.
Still not ideal, is it? Even after saving all your schmeckles.
Indeed.
Considering how much fight Imperial's had in this game, you almost feel for them that they haven't really been able to secure a lead and hold on to a lead of any kind. Like, this has been every time they get close, Furia just gives them one more. And this, I think, this round is Furia saying, you know what? You've saved a couple weapons. We've abused Banana quite a bit. We found some success at Banana. Let's go elsewhere on the map. You're going to surely position one of your stronger weapons at B.
Speaking of positioning, Imperial have gone for a four-man setup towards B at the start. They're not just dropping off grenades as well. Jota does peel off, but do they actually want to claim the territory here? Try and get the AWP towards the car position? Apparently not. Just showing a bit of presence, rattling off a few bullets and suggesting Fallen's on this side of the map, but Katowice not dissuaded. He will call for the boys to join him at the top of B. Drop with the Molotov here towards the quad side, take vision away from the CTs that are patrolling top of middle.
They're showing mid-take utility, right? So if Imperial's going to be calling that one out, and just now Fury's going to start creeping up towards bracket and realize it's clear.
Oh, there's so much action across the map. Fallen has to go and make a decision. He re-smokes long side. He's expecting disrespect on that. Waits for the flash. Okay, Fallen! A beautiful start to the sequence for Imperial. They need a lot more. They've got Vinny and Jota. They haven't moved. The crossfire is established. The smoke will fade on Library shortly. Fallen will be a part of this fight. Drop. Trying to lead the pack. A sound made, and Jota hiding in plain sight. On the site, spotted now. Pit will activate. Vinny good. Jota goes wide. Everything good in the feed so far from Imperial. Vinny doesn't finish his meal, and now it's a problem. Yuri lives on, and it's the two Fangs left to clutch up.
Yeah, excellent crossfire from the CTs. Have led them to a 3 versus 2, but you're up against Katowice and Yuri. Good positions as well. Yuri down to 13 points of health, and the CTs slowly but surely making their way towards short here. In terms of utility, they've got HEs, flashes, incendiaries. The time is of the essence. As we get to the halfway point here, they've opted to flush out the pit. Ball took a grenade. It's a guaranteed kill.
Bang, and Yuri's gone. Only Katowice with 3 to find. He needs precision on his side. Only the one, and enough time for the defuse. Fallen equipped with the kit, and Imperial a must-win round converted. They have been saving at least 2 rifles every single CT round, even in the 3 we've seen Furia take. And they managed to close out a big one with 2 alive again.
That's fantastic utility usage as well. Molotov to take off the broken wall. That nade, as Henry said, perfectly placed. And that was a thing of beauty from Fallen. Waiting for the flashbang inside the smoke as well. Made it look easy. Definitely not an easy shot.
No, absolutely. Very well read. Giving himself maximum chance to at least get something out of it. Delay them as well with the smoke. Beautiful round from Imperial. They close the gap down to just 1 round here, and themselves calling a tactical timeout, trying to work out what they're up against next. Do they want to change things around? Fallen has been quite dynamic with the AWP.
I mean, at some point, surely, like, they have to take a lead. With all this fight that they've had, with all the good things that they've done, surely at some point they just tie this up at 12, and then you feel like they can actually start taking a lead and make a real run at actually taking the map. FURIA's actually got an impressive amount of money in the bank, though, despite the loss with that plant. Actually helps out quite a bit.
Yeah, they had 2 rounds back-to-back. So money not too bad, but certainly being drained as we enter round number 24. We'll see where Fallen wants to position himself. We're starting to warm up into the series now. Not a massive amount of frags, but certainly very impactful ones.
Deep smoke from the CTs. Nades with Art's name on it don't quite hit the mark. Just some chip damage. Insignificant. There's a lot of pace behind this. Look at that safe. Yuri already in the apartments. Art to join them. Drop floating mid. They've got an AWPer posted up on this angle. If Jota at any point considers returning back towards Library's side, he is a dead man.
That smoke that Art's playing around with is a Molotov smoke combo from FURIA as well that allows them to get mid control very, very quickly. So the pacing on this is going to be really confusing and tough for Imperial to handle. Look at the way Jota's isolated. He's forced all the way back into CT spawn, which means Vinny is the only defender here.
Wow, and just a product of their presence. Oh, Vinny. He's got so much to do. A flash for a glance. One little look confirms nothing. He does drop his smoke in panic, but he's already, getting run on. He's kept humble.
That's a massive problem. That's the A side wide open. They had 3 players towards B. I don't think they're going for this. Jota's fallen back. They are relinquishing control, and round will be given towards FURIA.
I mean, when you have a round like this, that's this clean of a victory for FURIA where they're saving in a 4-on-4, you got to give that out. It's great calling. That's just fantastic calling. You have like a really intimidating utility use in middle, very fast brackets control for FURIA, and again, playing on that, them establishing success in Banana early on. I'm surprised at how much Jota actually got pulled out of position to not be able to provide any kind of support to Vinny.
Right. Closing the gap, though. FURIA touching distance of taking this first map. Good injection of cash as well. They get an extra $3,500 per player by winning by virtue of Explosion. But saving 4 weapons, obviously going to be comfortable to buy up into the next one. Imperial will give this round up, but it will be 13-11. Much closer than I thought, chaps. I thought this would be a blowout.
Yeah.
I'm glad you come into this one. I know we respect the Imperial guys, but in terms of on paper, I just thought FURIA would be coming in all gun swinging. But right now, this could be anyone's map. It's not clear who'll be taking it.
Especially as well, considering that like FURIA have been here. Well, I can't put an exact date on it. I know they were here last week. Saw them boot camping in Malta. So it's not like they've just flown in and are just getting their bums in seats and going to be starting a little slow. If anything, FURIA, they're prime and ready. And you can see that from some of the names on the scoreboard. It's Safe, Drop, and Keserato all having a very comfortable time here.
The extra motivation of bouncing back after a very ugly Katowice for FURIA also. But I mean, we used to say it all the time. These regional matchups, they can get a little crazy.
Whoa,
they
like
can
this,
get a little bit
like
weird.
that, like Cello, pushing down Banana and the flash. I've told a porky pie. It was a perfectly timed flash as Keserato emerges, and already 2 frags in the feed. Keserato gets away with it.
He must have flashed himself as well because there was no assist on that one. So excellent work to find this 5-on-3. Safe with the AWP, top of middle, and Vinny with a chance to rebuttal here, but I don't think it's going to work out for him. Gets the dink, but that's another round in the bag.
Vinny's really been sold down the river a couple of times in this half where he's just alone with no support, with nobody there. And again, as soon as FURIA is noticing the amount of utility and the amount of presence that Imperial has in Banana, they're up mid so quick. I mean, how many times do you just see an AWPer take brackets control on its own and even just challenge in towards lane, challenge in towards short?
It does seem like, the Imperial A defense's lack of a forward position is being exploited.
Yeah. I don't think they've encountered it yet, actually. Yeah. Any kind of presence in brackets, any kind of a stack.
And it's become so vogue now for the best teams in the world, but they will condition you early with 3, if not 4 forward brackets setups. And then once you've run into that a couple of times, it stops this whole string of their bow being utilized. You just can't.
Yeah, there's a huge emphasis for Imperial over towards Banana and the B bomb site early on, and they're just getting worked at the moment. So, I mean, look, they don't have a whole lot of time to find the solution and find an adaptation because this one's slipping away from them. They've done a great job of keeping it close throughout this map so far, but man, FURIA's really piling it on now. And oh my God.
That one hurts.
He's even laughing about it.
Difficult to watch.
Yeah, that's mean. That is mean. Bolt's sitting there, he's doing his fist bumps. Yeah. He's looking away from his screen.
Having a good time. All right, boys. Next round's going to be better, yeah?
Oh, dear. He actually can't buy anything either.
This is for map points.
Oh, it's a bleak outlook, folks. The forecast. It's raining.
They didn't have the full losing bonus. They've only got a 2-round losing bonus, Imperial.
God, this is bleak. You actually have to stomach essentially giving the enemy team 15. It won't be a gift so much as it will be an aggressive attempt. They do the aggressive smoke, but nothing to come of it.
Well, Jota has the AK-47, but that is about it. Deagles 5-7s otherwise, Fallen and Vinny with the USPs as Art and Ksorata try to help themselves towards the B bomb site. Similar smoke we saw on the pistol, and Bolts with a prime position will strike first. Ksorata responds in kind, but still a massive advantage. But a second rifle recovered for Imperial. Maybe not all said and done here in round number 26.
They call that one an art. It's where you deliberately make the round harder.
Right.
For your team.
It worked perfectly.
Yeah, he's pulled it off.
Nailed it.
He has pulled it off. Now FURIA, in a familiar state of affairs, there's now a curveball in the mix.
They have 2 AKs at the B bomb site.
Does the Zeus even work anymore? Like, I see it like connect all the time, but it doesn't even seem to find the kill. It's always like, oh, 90 damage, but you are dead.
This is going to work.
I'm going to eat my words here for sure. But
yeah, the cast the curse. Wait, can you keep it going? You've never seen it work?
I've never seen a Zeus, especially this sort of range, work out on a first attempt. And once again, it doesn't work out. Don't get the moment we were looking for. And that's going to be the round. That's going to be map points as well. And that alleviates a lot of pressure here for FURIA. They'll have 4 attempts to find round number 16.
4 attempts, they're rich. They got so much money. 4 attempts of like really solid buys.
Oh, Dan, your glass is not even half full. It's like 3/4 full, Jason.
It's almost the whole way there. It's beautiful. It's maybe a little sparkling water, a little lemons in that bad boy.
Some San Pellegrino, a little bit of crushed ice.
Cucumber, even.
Sounds quite nice.
It does sound good, actually. I'm
Very
pretty thirsty.
I should have my first sip of water of the day, I think. That's probably a good idea.
Now's about the time.
Had a couple
First
of monsters.
Of the day.
Yeah, don't drink much
Honestly.
water.
That's Henry G's secret.
Start the day with a monster.
I think we need to have a conversation after this, Henry.
Well, we can have it now if you like. Are you concerned for me?
Yeah, you're supposed to drink...
Like, we know we're not getting the
a lot.
I feel like I've
More than
conditioned
one
my
sip.
body to like survive in these sort of conditions. I think it's absolutely fine. I talk all day and have a couple of sips of water, and nothing really goes wrong. Full, clear bill of health.
But here's the thing, though, is we're definitely not getting our steps in. We're definitely not getting our vitamin D.
No.
So the one thing I can give my body is a little bit of H2O.
Yeah, something.
Just one of the like integral components to existing.
The steps on a day of work here in this hotel are they're a bit grimy. They're scary.
I just never feel thirsty. I think that's the problem. I need to change that perhaps.
Okay.
Maybe have like an alarm on my phone. Say drink water now.
They have those apps.
They do.
Yeah.
I should be
You
using.
can get one of them.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
You can send Henry G your thirst traps over at Twitter. That's twitter.com. TWITTER.DOTCOM.
Right.
What's that over there? Oh, it's FURIA. There it is.
Are we in the background? Put the hand up. There it is. Wait,
Hey,
boys.
Hey, everybody.
hey, everybody.
We're over here.
Oh, my God.
That's cool.
That's kind of cool.
This is Inception.
So we exist. We are living beings. And here we are in the cyber realm, ready for some more e-gaming. Feathers and bones.
You hear that like 1 in 100 round, I think. So pretty cool to see it here, guys. Pretty special moment, actually.
We just propped it.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. But it could be the last round. Not so cool for Imperial, I'm afraid. As mentioned, need 4 rounds in a row just to force overtime. Been a hell of a showing, much closer than I thought, but things falling apart as we get to the closing stages here.
Problem is, this is the part of the game where you get to and you're like, all right, well, they're not really close to winning. They're 4 rounds back. They had that 1v3 from Bolts. They had the clutch.
True.
You know, they had a couple of different things go their way, and this is their best map.
You could call it a cosmetic comeback.
Yeah.
Bolts is clutch. Winning the pistol in its conversions does maybe make this a little more competitive than it perhaps has been.
You won the second round in the first half as well. Stole that one back.
Yeah. And the last round, of course, was a product of...
And yeah, got the pistol and full conversion in the second half. So,
Yeah,
you know,
not as pretty as we...
still an exciting game, though.
But perhaps it is a little bit of a...
Broly, it's
not
been blow for blow.
Also not over.
That's
True.
right. It will be if Cello doesn't find himself the multi-kill. I want to see how he's getting this info. Can we have a quick look at Cello? Is he holding a little jiggle? Yeah, okay.
There's a stockpiled smoke for the defense that is not being used at the moment.
No one's going to be able to get that either. It's quite
Nope.
far away. But
It's a bit late.
Fallen can grab it, I suppose.
He is on his way round. Flash to delay. Now would be great. Now would be great. It's out. Eats it. Repels the invaders off the spray. Bolt's playing the one way. Wide now. Big one from Cello and Bolts combined for the double. And that sends FURIA back to where they started.
10 seconds, round over, save your weapons, lads. Fantastic flash in the end, perfectly timed. Yields a double kill and a save indeed. They'll have plenty of money, Furia, but this one slips by the wayside. You can hear the chants coming back in.
Okay, three chances
round.
left. Three chances left for Furia.
All in. And that's quite a convincing one. Nowhere near planting the bomb there, and they will call for a tactical timeout from Furia.
Yeah, that tactic just fell flat for whatever reason. It didn't really have the strength behind it that Furia wanted. Obviously, the flashbang hurts. That just kind of bottlenecks him into the choke point, opens him up for the pounces through the smoke, and that's not the way you want to use one of your 4 opportunities, but plenty remain. Zach's getting into a conversation with his new team as well. Here's the nice and easy end to the round. Bolts coming out, Cello with the wild spray, and taking on the chicken right at the end of the day.
SBM, you know, considering that the random chicken line did proc and they won the round, do you really want to be getting on the chicken's bad side? That is a question. And so 4 more.
Yep.
Well, that's not how maths works. Let me try again.
I was gonna let you have it.
Thank you.
Same. I was happy with it.
3 more is the magic number.
Said it with confidence.
Well, it's because they needed 4 last round, and maths not my strong suit. Nor is Queserato with the magnet on his head. Catches some flack early. And Furia, they've got an interesting approach to managing this retake utility. They went up on the half wall in hopes of confirming no one was home, and so far so good.
Again, retake utility shown from Imperial, but no one actually challenging. And Furia is going to back away with 1:15.
Bomb's still down at T steps, so won't be seeing the final call just yet. It's safe, explores the options towards top and middle, just confirming that the quad side is clear.
This is that smoke timing Furia is working around as well. Like all the retake utility, the smoke at the half wall towards B, they're like, okay, well, we got nothing to do here, so throw some utility over at A. Let's show that we're taking brackets and see if that can shift any kind of a defense. Fallen's there with the op, so he's got a deep enough line, I think, to have information.
I think that's the one way Bolt is setting up from new boxes, so watch out for that. Not going to be using it. Tucks himself in towards second oranges here. Final play from Furia will be towards the B bomb site. Could be the final round. Art to lead the charge. Fallen rotating in with the God Flash once again.
Yeah, and they're really running the clock down. That smoke at the back of the site has slowed them down. Now 25 seconds and counting. Fallen, another flash through the sky. Art this time safe from it. Bomb yet to cross. Big frag though onto Bolts. They just need to find one more. Hiding behind the smoke is Cello. And they should have access to the site. They're in. One through the smoke. Miraculous from Fallen. Drop gets it down, extends the clock, and now with a 4v3, Art's going aggressive, going looking, losing teammates in the process. Fallen 2 from the back of CT.
What?
As Imperial, they are looking good to close it down to just 2 more rounds. There we have it. Triple out of Fallen. That was not going to be an easy retake until his AWP started connecting.
Yeah, but again, like Furious, the actual attack onto the bomb site is so slow that the smokes fade, the flashbangs run out, and Fallen's got those clear lines of sight. So really good picks from him. And you got to say as well, he gets one of those kills. Cello had just fallen back after spamming the smoke, and he wanted to come back for a repeat, and he considers his options when the kill comes out. I think it's this one right here, and he's like, okay, I don't actually have to challenge. I'll wait for the rest of the team to arrive. They make this so easy, Imperial. And these last 2 rounds at B for Furia have been an issue.
Yeah, not very convincing, that's for sure. Imperial with the upper hand once again, round number 29.
If you're Vinny, you're saying, I got one more round coming my way at some point.
When will it be? And what kind of signs can they pick up on in order to be ready for it? In the past, they have very well and proficiently, by they, I mean Furia, been able to isolate that A defender. Is that where that final 16th round comes through? Retake utility from the trajectory, Art aware. At least one coffin side. They've got extra utility to pick up. You can see Cello, excuse me. Yeah, Cello and Bolts equipped now.
Well, they've at least found a B bomb site that only has 2 defenders on it. A lot of times it's had 3. And well, I mean, you have to give fair play over to Fallen. He's had great reads of when the time is to rotate. You can see the flashbang stockpiled in CT spawn that he's able to pick up on his passage.
They're very stubborn about this. Like, this is the most half-hearted attempt to making it look like mid is coming.
Yeah, here's a smoke.
Here I come.
Have one of those.
It's kind of worked. Fallen's still staring at it.
I think this could be it. Good Molotov towards Emo. Will flush out Shallow at the back. It's down to Art to try and crack things open again. The same smokes are using the pistol, bear in mind. So trying to operate towards the ruins area and flush the bomb site out.
Yeah, this is going to hurt. Cello and Bolts trying to extend play. It's their best map. Imperial, their best chance. And a good spray onto Queserato. Non-lethal. And that's the lethality. Furia make the difference. 2 headshots in unison. It's drop onto Bolts. Now Fallen, yeah, can you do it again? 5 members from Furia. Made 4 by Fallen Zor. Need a whole lot more. Vinny finally arriving. Limited util, a single flash from Jota, and they go. Hard clear on the elevation of the coffins, flashed off by his teammates, and Fallen's a dead man. This surely is Furia's round, a 2v1. Jota, no hope, no time, no bullets, and does find over the extra AK, but there you have it. Furia take down Imperial, 29 rounds of play, but in the end, Furia do keep their head above water.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. That was a bit of a sketchy affair, but it's good to see them pull out of it at the end of the day. And Imperial's going to have another crack at it in map number 2, and that'll be coming up right after the break in the desk.